Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, but you can call me Pajama Grandma. In case you haven't met yet, go ahead and put hashtag pajama in the comments below so I know it's the first time you're being exposed to the Pajama Grandma. Today is day 243 of doing one thing a day that scares me, including doing Facebook Live in my robe and smiley face cup of the Daily Scare Share. I call it the Daily Scare Share because I'm doing one thing a day that scares me from the book, Do One Thing a Day That Scares You. It's one of those journal type books that you can just get inspiration from, but it challenges me to do something every day to bust out of my comfort zone. Early this year, and probably for a lot longer than that, I've been living in a whole lot of a rut, a great big rut, a great big comfortable rut, but a rut nonetheless. And my daughter challenged me. She found this book on my bookshelf and she's like, hey, this looks like a cool book. Hint, hint. Maybe you should do it. And I will admit, I've started this book before. It looks like about a half a dozen times and never did it. And, you know, I could make excuses and I could tell all the reasons and I could talk about how busy I got in my life and what was going on that was more important than personal development and growing and getting outside my comfort zone. But it would all just be BS excuses that I used to tell myself to procrastinate about anything, right? If we ever want change, it comes from us actually changing. Amazing, right? So today is one of those crazy, wonderful, handy dandy magnifying glass days that has like a grid. It's got like a grid that goes from my comfort zone, willing to try, reluctant to try, and terrifying. And today's is go outside your self-promotion comfort zone. It says, think about ways to promote your talents and diagram how far they fall outside of your comfort zone. And so I started to fill this out. I'm like, I actually put Facebook Lives in my comfort zone, which if you'd asked me several months ago, Facebook Lives were not in my comfort zone. I would not have gotten on a Facebook Live to talk about anything, but I actually did get on a Facebook Live yesterday to talk about the Supersized Business Challenge and how I'm adding a component from another company to that. And I would love people to actually go out and join this free summit and then get a book. There's a book that goes along with it with all these game plans in it. And so that was a self-promotion thing. And I got on IGTV and Facebook Live and did a video about it. So I guess Facebook Lives are now in my comfort zone. I put willing to try webinars, which I'm struggling with webinars. Let's be honest. I'm doing them, but I'm not awesome at them yet. I'm practicing. I'll get awesome at them. I'm just not great at them yet. Kind of like my Facebook Lives. I just keep plugging away at it, and I know that every few months something will click and I'll actually get better and they'll be less painful to watch. And then I put professional videos. I would like to make some actually good videos, some decent videos, some videos that are maybe planned out or scripted or have a real consistent message. I'm willing to try that. For reluctant to try, I put events or presenting to bigger businesses and corporations. And then for terrifying, I put speaking gigs, like in front of stadiums, presenting to stadiums I've put, because that would be terrifying. If I had to be on a stage or on TV or like maybe I can talk, I think, but I can't do like a dramatic performance, and heaven forbid, don't ask me to sing. No one ever asked me to sing. But one thing that I realized after I had done this little list, and there's a lot more on this list, let's be honest, there's a lot of things I'm terrified of, especially when it comes to self-promotion. I love talking and doing Facebook Lives and educating and sharing information and sharing things I know and sharing things that I've learned and that I believe in. I can talk about those all day long. I can teach things that I know will help people all day long. I've done, I don't know, I've probably 30 or 50 Facebook Live training sessions that I just hop on Facebook Live and I record my screen as I'm doing something, or I go on Facebook Live and I talk about something for an hour that is teaching people a concept, like a step-by-step, how do you do this? Hey, how do you actually do some things on LinkedIn to get LinkedIn followers? How do you share your content? How do you create content? How do you do Facebook Lives? How do you, things like that. I love sharing how-to content because it's not self-promotional, right? It's just, I'm giving you this. It's of value. I think if it's of value to you, here, this is how you do it. Or this is how I figured out to do it. Because I will tell you, I did not figure out how to do my content sharing easily. It's taken me, 2 years, to be honest, because I had to learn how to even use technology. And I think I've got a pretty good strategy. I know there are awesome, better strategies out there, but for people that are bootstrapping, I wanted to show them you don't have to have any excuses for why you're not doing this. You can share your content 25 places for free, right? So why not do it? Or for, I guess, $5 a month. If people could do it, I pay more, but you could pay $5 a month for your podcasting platform. Anyway, I'm getting off on a tangent, but my realization and my aha this morning was that how you go from terrifying to reluctant to try to willing to try to my comfort zone is by actually doing it. Actually doing it. So many people are terrified to get on video and do a Facebook Live. I know, because I was the exact same person. I remember last spring, I was having a really bad health challenge. I couldn't walk. I couldn't get out of bed. I mean, I couldn't make it to the bathroom. It was not pretty. And I got online because I could have my computer in my bedroom, and I started researching and looking and trying to figure out what was going on. And I've had health challenges before, so I knew that I needed to find out what was going on and figure it out. And I got through all the research, and I'm like, okay, well, this information sounds even more horrifying than it did 30 plus years ago when I first had these challenges. So what else am I going to do? So I actually got on Facebook Live and I did like a plea or, hey, does anybody know anything about this or that might help? And, that was, one of my very early actually super early Facebook Lives. And it led to really good results with respect to that situation. It connected me with a friend I hadn't seen for 10 years, and that worked out really, really well. So that little doing it, I didn't die, right, helped me to overcome my fear of doing Facebook Lives. Now, I didn't do another one for a really long time, but I started doing some of them like just on my camera. I would start talking to my camera when I was sitting in my car at the end of the driveway or something, and I started doing a couple of those things. And then one day, I don't remember, I just decided I need to do this. And I created a 30-day challenge for myself. And I said, I am going to do a Facebook Live every day. And I'm trying to think what the topic was on now. I'll have to go back and look and see what was because I picked a theme because I thought, well, I can talk about this each day for 30 days and practice and add value if people ever watch them. Now, I kind of hope that people don't ever go find them and watch them, but everything I've ever done like that is still online. If you're scared of doing Facebook Lives, just go back and watch some of my first ones. Number one, I'm sure it would be funny. I've never watched them. Number two, it'll show you that if I can do it, you can do it too. So that's how you get out of your comfort zone, by actually doing something. That's it for today. Get a piece of paper out. What's your comfort zone with respect to self-promotion? It's funny, there's a group I belong to on Facebook called Getting Clients Without Being Salesy. And every Saturday, you have to do a video if you want to promote what it is that you do in this group, because it's a group about not being salesy. It's an awesome group, by the way. But you have to do a video, and they have a theme every week. And I would have a hard time doing just promoting myself in general and doing hey, this is what I do, isn't it awesome? So the themes really help to get over that hurdle of feeling wonky about promoting myself. And, I actually can help a lot of people. I've got a lot of experience, but I don't like to tell people about it. It's, I think I'm like a lot of women. I think we expect people to just find out how wonderful we are and what we can do for them without having to tell them. And, we see how well that works in communications and relationships and things. People are not mind readers. People don't know. You have to find a way to tell them, but you have to find a way to tell them that feels right for you. So I love, and I've only done, I think, 4 of them, 3 or 4. And it's usually, I should make myself do it every week because I'm not great at promoting myself. And it's a really good way to find creative ways of doing that. And so I should do it every week, but some weeks I just can't. I just have other stuff going on and I can't make it happen. Or to be honest, I'm super uncomfortable with the theme. If it's a theme that involves, like one was rapping, I'm not comfortable rapping or doing poems. I could do a poem probably, but I couldn't rap it. Nothing involving singing. Nobody wants to hear me sing, including me, my children, my grandchildren, and the pets and animals we've had over the years. It makes them all crazy. It must be at some weird frequency that just drives human beings and animals wild. So anything involving singing, super uncomfortable. So I would never be singing as a self-promotional tool. That's it for today. I'm rambling way too much. Go out, make it a fantastic day, and I will see you tomorrow with day 244 already of the Daily Scare Share. Stretching your comfort zone so that you can have, do, and be whatever it is that you want, because you can. That's it. Don't be scared. Have an awesome day. I'll see you tomorrow. Jam Gram out.